In this segment, we're going to show you how to clean a skull and a deer skull. Also, some people call this a European mount when they have just the skull and the antlers cleaned. The next thing I'm going to be showing the items you need to clean them and to boil it out with. Items needed for cleaning your skull: 20 multine borax, bleach, a big pot, paring knife, small wire brush, and Tide detergent. Okay, I'm working with 2 gallons of water. We're going to use 1 cup of borax. Dump it into the water. For 2 gallons, I'm going to use a half a cup of Tide. And then we'll use a half a cup of bleach. This is for 2 gallons. If you need a bigger container and you have a bigger skull, just double the mixture. Stir it up. Take your skull, submerge it into the water, and I recommend you boil it outside because it can create an odor inside. You can use a Coleman stove, gas grill, whatever, but do it outside. Let it boil for approximately 2 hours. Then we'll clean some of the meat off and we'll reboil it one more time. We've let it boil for approximately 2 hours. You can see there's a lot of meat on it, but it's starting to clean up. Take a knife. Now it's going to be very hot, so you want to be careful and cut as much of this meat off as you can. Now a lot of times, if you have the time, you can cut this meat off before you do your first boiling. And I'll get in there and I'll cut all the meat off. And then we'll take it over to the sink and we're going to clean out the brain. We've cut some of the meat off. There's still some not coming off. I'm on over the sink and I'll take a wire. You can use a coat hanger and just trying to work actually softening the brain up. So sometimes you can get some out, but it needs to be boiled more before we get more out on this one here. We'll boil it in the same solution again. We've boiled the skull twice. Put it back out in the sink, scrape some more of this meat off. You want to end up removing every little piece of meat. Sometimes the wire brush works real nice to get in there. Back part of the skull right in here. For some reason it seems like it likes to adhere a lot more. A wire paintbrush. Them scrapers they use for scraping paint work very nice. We're going to do this skull one more time though. Now we have to get the brain out of it. Not a nice job, but it has to be done. After you have it cleaned out real good, sometimes the teeth will come loose. I lost a couple teeth right here in the water, the mixture when we were boiling it. We'll take them out and put them back in. Sometimes I'll use Elmer's glue to glue them in. On this one here, the jaw separated, which is not a big thing. We'll use Elmer's glue and glue it back together. But I'm going to boil this skull one more time in the same mixture. We've glued the jaw together. I've taken Elmer's glue, put it in there, squeezed it together, and took string, wrapped it around it till it's dried. The teeth that were removed, I put back in there that fell out. This skull is done. Same as this deer, European skull on this deer. You can do this method with any skull. Looking forward to working with you in the future.